Hi home cooks! Today I'm in the kitchen making butter tart squares.
These dessert bars are the perfect shortcut to this classic Canadian treat. They've got all the richness of traditional butter tarts, but they come together easily in one pan. All you need to do is slice into bite-sized bars.
With a melt-in-your-mouth shortbread base and a rich, sticky center, these butter tart squares are sweet, salty, and perfectly gooey.
So let's get into the kitchen. This is how I make butter tart squares.
To start this recipe, I'm going to first grease and line an 8x8-inch square pan. I'm just going to brush a little bit of the melted butter on the bottom and up the sides of the dish. And then line the inside with parchment paper. This is just going to ensure nothing sticks to the inside of the pan, which is going to make serving them so much easier. Now I'm moving on to the simple melt-in-your-mouth shortbread base. In a large bowl, mix together 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1 1/2 tablespoons of powdered sugar, and a pinch of salt, which is about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Then I'm going to work in 1/2 cup of cold cubed butter. I'm just going to rub this into the dry ingredients. You can do this just by crumbling it into the flour with your fingertips. You can grate the butter using a cheese grater into the dry mixture, or you can use a pastry blender until you have a dry oatmeal-like mixture. Now I can press this to form the base of my bars in the bottom of the lined pan. And this is going to bake in my preheated 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius oven for 10 minutes. Now while that's baking away, I'm going to move on to the filling. In a large bowl, whisk together 2 eggs, 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of melted butter, 1 tablespoon of vinegar, a pinch of salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Finally, stir in 1 cup of raisins. If you're a fan of butter tarts, then you'll know that the filling is a bit of a controversy, so feel free to fill these with whatever mix-ins you like. I'm using raisins in mine, but you can swap this out for dried currants, chopped nuts, make them extra decadent by adding in a few mini chocolate chips or a mixture of your favorites. Now I'm going to pour this extra rich filling on top of the baked crust. Return to the oven and bake for another 30 minutes or until the filling is set. A little jiggle in the middle is fine, especially for those who love butter tarts with a runny filling. Allow the squares to cool completely before slicing and serving. The filling will set as it cools. This recipe takes everything you love about the iconic tart and makes it easier to make, share, and devour. No fiddly tart shells, just pure indulgence in every bite.
And as always, you can find a link to the full written recipe in the description box below.
Enjoy! If you're a fan of deliciously simple vintage recipes and old-fashioned skills, then you'll want to check out this next video. Thanks for stopping by.